Yeah, we're recording now.
Well, let's wait. Let's wait.
All right, we can hold on.
The show hasn't started yet, though.
I mean,
this is the pre-show. This is the pre-show.
Yeah. No, this is the show. What if we uploaded like a 5-minute clip and then also an episode? Like
at the same
uploaded
time,
them both as episodes, but like yeah.
I thought you were saying like one on top of another,
and so it's just like this is the pre-show, and it's it's just episode like 4.5 the pre-show, and then episode 5, and then whatever
that's called,
whatever that
probably
is.
panties episodes. No, episode 5 will be called episode 4-3 question
1,
mark
2.
the science episode 4-9
Episode 1, 2, 3.
We're not there yet.
Episode 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 episode.
I think we should stop whenever we get to the year.
Hey guys, welcome to Chronic Nonsense.
Hi everybody, this is Chronic Nonsense, the only podcast you're listening to right now.
You're listening to Tim and Daylen.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm Daylen.
And Daylen and Tim. And Tim and Empty Bucket and Daylen.
What was I just saying? Not again.
You were talking about the year. You were talking about
No.
we should stop when we get to the year.
No, after that. I was going to say something.
Oh, well, we didn't get there.
No, we didn't.
We didn't get far enough for me to know. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was going to talk about that intro I did like the past 2 episodes. I like just saying I like that. Never mind. It doesn't matter anymore. And now I'm falling apart.
and now that'll never happen. We'll never have what you liked.
We didn't do any kind of we didn't do any sound test before this.
No.
That's okay. Well,
No.
Do we need to?
I've been looking at it. It seems fine. I was keeping an eye on it before we started when we were just talking.
Oh God!
So I think we should be all right.
Well then,
and if we're not, that's unfortunate. Oh, there's the keys. Oh man.
that's what your dog sounds like when it enters a room.
Yeah,
but it's just
that's
one.
True.
It's like
it's just one, and it makes all that sound. It's like Jesus. How many keys you got on you? And it's like, no, we tied one key to the dog.
It's the house key.
It's so she can get in and out if she needs to.
Gets up on both front feet and then does it with her back legs and then opens the door.
Opens the door and then closes the door and then locks the door because she's a good girl. Anyone want to guess what that was? Could you hear that, guys?
I have no idea.
Hey, out in the audience, can you hear that? Oh, yep. Could you hear that? That was the mic stand moving. Here, listen to this. Do you like that? Do you like that, guys? There's never been a podcast with better audio.
There's never been a podcast you've listened to before that's exactly like this.
There's probably been nothing like this for you before. Maybe close, maybe similar, but nothing exactly like this.
The funny part about this is that I'm never going to remember what I did here when I listen back to this later.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, what was I doing in that? Or no, I'm not even going to know I did anything.
Yeah,
but right now,
there was no sound.
I'm waving a coaster right next to the microphone for
well, now
fun.
you know. Now you'll know.
Yeah, because I'm... how are you, Tim? I haven't seen you.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were so ready to answer that.
Yeah, you haven't seen me since Thursday? Did we see each other Thursday? Yeah, we saw each other Thursday.
I saw your ass on Thursday. I licked the microphone.
We used to see each other. You did lick the microphone.
I'll do it again.
We used to see each other 5 days a week for work.
Yeah.
And now our schedules changed, and then we saw each other 3 days a week, right? Yeah, 3 days a week. And now I changed my schedule again because I started an internship, and now
you see me one day.
I'll see you 1 day a week.
That's okay.
Other than this.
That's why we have this.
Yeah. But that's all right, yeah. I mean, for the sake of this podcast, it might be better.
Why do you think that?
Just because we won't have talked about as much during our week, so maybe we'll have more story time.
You're probably right. Speaking of stories, I was at work today. And I saw a child's ass.
Oh no.
Yeah. I had to go to the bathroom, right? Daddy sometimes have to go bathroom.
That was a great.
Excuse me.
Who was that? Was that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That was my Ronald Stallone impression.
Ronald McDonald impression.
Dad, you have to go potty bathroom.
Buy some burgers.
I went to the potty bathroom, and when I walked in there, the stall was not locked. And I open it up, and there's a little black kid with his bare butt out, his boy's bum bushes out right in front of my face, and all I did was go, oh, and turn around and walk away. And I don't know how he was in there unsupervised at all. It was just,
he was like young.
it's like someone planted them there to be like, hi, you're a pedophile, you looked at a kid's butt. It's like, so I hated it.
The cops bust down the door. They're like, we got him.
Like, I just needed to take a shit. I'm sorry. And it's like, boy turned around and looked at me in the eyes, and I'm like, I gotta leave. And it was the worst, man.
It sounds like it sounds like an experience.
He wasn't even tall enough. The reason why the door wasn't locked is because he wasn't tall enough to reach it.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, how did he get here on his own?
Little kid.
How old?
Little kid. How old would you guess he is?
Like 4?
Like
5?
4? Yeah, that's pretty young.
Enough where you're still
old enough that he could talk a little bit, but
the age where you're still putting your pants around your ankles when you're just going pee.
Oh, I still do that.
I do it too when I'm by myself, when I'm alone. I don't care.
I don't actually, but it does feel nice.
It does feel nice.
So I'm not gonna knock it. That's fine. Don't do that if you're peeing at a urinal, please.
No.
As an adult.
No. Not if
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience.
Okay. Sorry. Unless
I know you don't do that.
I don't do it unless someone's looking.
I follow you into the bathroom every time.
Then I'll do it. I'll do it if someone's looking.
You're like, oh, there's somebody here. That was the sound of the pants going down.
I couldn't even do that. But yeah, it was terrible, and that got me thinking. I'm like, what age were you when you when you're like a kid and you go to the bathroom with your dad, right? That or your mom.
I remember
they take you to the bathroom.
I don't remember going to the bathroom with my parents.
No,
I remember very little from my young years.
Not like you share a toilet seat, but like
right. But I don't remember the last time I was accompanied to the bathroom.
Because I also don't remember what age I was when that kind of stopped. But I was like, he has to be too young, or maybe he's not. But what's going on? I shouldn't see little kid butt.
Right.
I shouldn't see I shouldn't see baby boy's bottom bum hole.
I'm going to go ahead and say that, if you can't lock the door by yourself, you probably are too young.
Yeah.
But I will give the slight concession that it's very high, the lock on that door, because there used to be one, and then I guess that broke, and so they just screwed like a little, like, the latches that you'll find like on, I don't know, I guess like in an apartment or something.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You like flip it up and then you slide it over.
Absolutely.
It's got one of those just screwed in randomly, like probably 3/4 of the way up the door.
I was so upset. I got mad and I pushed over an old lady.
Good.
I pushed her over. I said, "Get down, old lady, get down."
That seems like an appropriate response to what you experienced. Was that old lady Granny?
I don't know. I mean, she probably was one.
Probably Granny.
No, not anymore, though. I don't think
Are you saying she died from you pushing?
I'm saying that
that's not good.
I'm saying I don't have much time left, and we're going to have to cut this one short.
All right. And the podcast is over. Thanks for joining us.
That was the end of the pre-show.
That was the end of the prees.
Prees?
Prees.
The prees? So, yeah, I saw a kid's ass today.
I've heard of a kid.
What else did I do? I can't think of anything. That's the most telling. That's how interesting my life has been.
That would, like, even if you had like a kind of interesting day, that would probably still be the thing standing out in your mind. Because, like,
I wish it wasn't.
Yeah, of course, but that's, you don't get to choose that.
No, I don't.
Sadly, Rogers.
Sadly low, sadly not, and
all right. Welcome back.
What have you done today, Tim?
I mowed 2 lawns again. This is the second Saturday that I've done that. And you know what?
Second Saturday is my favorite Christian holiday.
Yeah, that's my I don't remember celebrating that, but I do remember celebrating that.
Whoosh.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't.
You had to have it. You had to be there.
You had to be. That's what we should have named this podcast.
Oh,
you had to be there.
That's good. That's good.
Because we only do things that don't make sense to do audio wise.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So last time it was really rough. All the mowing, and I discovered later that I had a fever that evening. So I'm assuming that because I felt so bad the whole day, I probably had a fever the whole day. And I gotta say, not having a fever makes mowing a lot easier.
Who said that?
I did.
Was that Nietzsche? Did Nietzsche say that when he was diving into his Greek texts?
I mean, I think it was actually Charles Darwin that first said it. He was talking about natural selection, and then he was like, if you gotta mow when you have a fever, you're probably gonna die.
Also, watch these birds fuck.
Watch some birds.
Do you think he watched any birds fuck?
I think he watched probably dozens of birds fuck.
Was that what he was? Because that wasn't part of what he was just observing. Different. He just had to observe birds.
Yeah, and he was like,
he didn't have to see them actually do it.
He was actively searching for birds fucking.
And then he stumbled upon evolution, and he was like, "Damn it!"
He was like, "Oh, I have a real discovery. Fuck that.
Damn it! I just wanted to watch birds.
I just want
mommy sex."
he started out just wanting to watch birds have sex, and then he was like, "Shit! I made a discovery. Fuck."
Fucking! I heard the story. It's my
goddamn discovery. He felt so like he was like, I have to tell people about this. Damn it.
It's just piano this time.
That's all it needs to be.
That's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to Mr. B. Don't bring him back yet. I'm not ready to hear him. Have you ever been inside of a Guitar Center?
Many times, yeah. I used to go to Guitar Center like every month. About.
You look like you would work at a Guitar Center.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That means you look hot, though.
I wouldn't have guessed that's what you meant by that, but I'll take it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, I enjoy Guitar Center quite a bit. It also makes me uncomfortable to go there because it's like one of those places where I know how to play guitar a tiny bit. Mm-hmm. I kind of know how to play guitar. I'm getting better. But like I don't practice that much, so I don't know how to do very much. And it's always like they're trying to sell you stuff, of course, because it's a business.
Who said that?
And
I didn't say it.
Nietzsche. And he was like,
that's a callback joke.
He was like, people are trying to sell you stuff, and that was all he ever said, really.
I just screamed into the microphone, and it set me back a couple years.
Set you back a couple decades.
Yeah. I was doing all right. Now I'm not.
Now you're 2 years old. But they always like are like you can take a guitar off the wall, you want to play it, you play it some, and it's like great, except I don't know how to play much, so it's gonna be real awkward because I'm gonna be sitting here thinking of like what I could possibly play. So I'm always like, no, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. But I love looking at all the instruments, the keyboards and the guitars, and I love me an acoustic bass. They're so cool. I kind of want to get one, but I don't need it, so I'm not gonna. But they're awesome. They're like one of my favorite things to screw around on.
Ew.
Yeah. I've broken like one.
By fucking it.
I haven't broken any.
I fucked an acoustic bass till it couldn't scream no longer. I went into two in order to get headphones for this thing, which I didn't. I just bought them online because I was so confused by everything, because it's not set up like a store. There's no instruction manual for a Guitar Center. And I walk in.
Yeah, all the other stores you go into, they've got that instruction manual sitting there by the door, and you're just like, oh, I get it.
It's right next to the Holiday World pamphlets. And that's a joke for this area only.
Yeah.
IYK, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Be
baby.
right back.
BYOB.
Bring your own bee.
Be your own
Back.
bee.
Yeah, but I walked into those 2 Guitar Centers and I didn't like it at all. I thought it was bad to be in there, and I felt really uncomfortable, and I thought someone was going to talk to me, which is my least favorite thing that happens when you go shopping. I don't want to talk to anyone.
That's fair.
If I'm going shopping, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, most of the time I don't either.
I appreciate it. I appreciate customers who want to talk to me. I don't want it, but I appreciate it when they want to talk to me because they're just like, lovely day. Oh, good morning. I like that because I'm an old lady.
Yeah.
At the heart.
Everyone is.
At the heart of my heart, I'm an old lady. Thank you. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Best.
Do you remember the part when I said old lady?
No, I don't.
Okay, well. And there it goes. There it goes. You ever watch a bit explode into dust? But yeah, I don't like Guitar Centers, and that's all that story was going to evolve into.
That's fair. We can evolve it some more.
We were just talking about Charcoal Darwin.
Charles Guitar Center.
Charles Guitar Center.
No, Charles. Just the one.
Charles. What is that? Does that mean his like short for that would be Ch?
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
I had this funny bit, and I don't know if I'll be able to recreate it as funny as it was here, but I was in college and I was with a group of friends, and I don't know where it came into, where this bit came into, but like it was the joke, like everything that's named something like Walmart. Excuse me.
Walmart.
Walmart, where you can get all your wands. Anyone named Juan, get it, buy them at a Walmart.
Get them at a Walmart.
That's how I joke around.
Save money, live better, buy Juan.
But that was created by a guy named John Walmart. Like that was the joke. And then it would evolve from there. And the funniest one I could think of was the person who created created the store called, his name was John Home Depot.
John Home Depot. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the best I can do recreating that
Respectable.
joke. But yeah.
Is Home Depot like that's just his last name?
Yes.
Nice.
John Home Depot.
Oh yeah, baby.
How do you feel about the Easter Bunny? Think he did it?
I'm so confused by that whole thing. Like, how did that happen?
Do you think he did it?
I do think he did it, but how? How did he do it? Probably in the ballroom with the lead pipe.
Does he poop those eggs out?
Yeah.
Do those eggs come out his ass? Where did he get eggs?
Probably the egg store.
John Egg Store.
Oh hell yeah!
The creator of the Egg Store.
Hell yeah! Now I'm like, what's going on with the Easter Bunny? Because like most of the other things, I feel like I kind of get. Like at Jack Frost, okay, there's a guy that brings.
What's he for?
I think he's just associated with like.
Is he Zeus's brother?
Winter. Yeah. I get Santa Claus because that's the whole like Saint Nicholas like story.
Old man go down chimney.
I get it.
Jimmy Neutron.
I'm struggling to think of anything else.
Neutron.
I guess to be fair, like what's going on with the Tooth Fairy? Like how did that happen too? But the Easter Bunny is definitely weirder than a fairy that comes to take your teeth, because the Easter Bunny is a rabbit that puts eggs places.
What do you think?
Why does it do that?
What did you picture the Tooth Fairy looking like?
I don't think I ever honestly believed in the Tooth Fairy.
Well, me neither, but when people would say it, Like,
I never thought about it because I just didn't, you know,
like, that doesn't
I was
exist.
like, that's not a thing.
I
so
don't
I
want
guess
to use my imagination.
I'm not
right
going to
now.
try on that one.
Wow, that's interesting.
My imagination, I used it for other shit that I cared about more.
You chose to use it for things like you chose to use your imagination. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't choose to. I didn't.
It just happened.
Yeah, I
for
didn't.
you. That's
Someone would say
fair.
the tooth fairy, and then I'd be like, "This is probably what that would look like."
Yeah.
I don't think it exists though, but it wasn't interesting. What do you think it looks like now? Let's use our imagination now.
Okay. I mean, it's hard now because I've seen depictions at this point in my life. Like there have been movies and stuff. And,
The Rock.
Yeah, I see The Rock. No, I mean, I just imagine a tiny little, like, I guess what I think of is more or less Tinkerbell.
Is it
if
a-
you're gonna really
yeah.
pin me down to it, it's like Tinkerbell, but she's wearing pink instead or some shit.
Is a little lady. It was definitely
Yeah,
a little
with
lady.
like butterfly wing type
Yeah.
shit.
What if it was like a giant tooth,
That would be amazing.
But-
I would like that a lot more.
but like with wings and no face,
Wings, no face,
and
but
human arms and legs?
What if it had a mouth and no eyes, and the mouth had like
Teeth.
horribly jagged teeth in it, like absolutely terrifying razor
I
teeth.
want to see it. I want to see this. Let's make a movie.
I should-
Let's call
yeah.
it Jagged Teeth the Pooh Fairy.
Oh no! Too loud. Too quiet. Do it louder. Don't.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get close to the mic and scream. Don't. But this brought me to a thing. You were talking about imagination, and I just wanted to ask you a question about what kind of things, if you think back to like elementary school and the time
like
that you
this
were
question already.
probably like imagining stuff like on purpose to like have fun, like what kind of things would you do with that? Like what imagination stuff would you do?
What would I do when I was a
did you
kid?
have like, did you do like imagine your friend? Did you have like, I don't know, like did you
Oh.
just imagine weird scenarios happening? Like what did you do?
All about see, you're asking me, so I mean, I would go deep into that
Loaded
shit.
question.
I'd go deep into that. That's like all I would do, because I'm neurodivergent, to put it lightly, and
And the sequel being neuroinsurgent is what I am.
neuro. What was the third one? I don't even fucking remember.
Detergent.
I'm neurodetergent.
I think it was Allegiant.
To what? To the
The
system.
flag. The flag. The flag. The flag.
So basically, I loved Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And so I was always doing like, I was like a Jedi. A Jedi.
hell yeah. Hell yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Not
Good times.
Not anymore. That's what I really liked as a kid. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to, like, kindergarten, it's hard to remember. I would just, Pokemon. I was
yeah.
a fucking Pokemon trainer.
That makes sense. That makes sense for you.
I was, yeah.
If I had been into Pokemon, I probably would have done the same.
I had this neighbor that I would hang out with. I've talked about them with you a lot. He was rich and had all the rich kid toys.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd go and I'd play over there, and we would play with wrestling action figures.
Right on.
And that was my existence, was just living for his large collection of action figures that I would vicariously, I'd be him.
Hell yeah.
And I would use that, and we'd set up random, like, we wouldn't even do like real wrestling scenarios. It'd be like, we're in a graveyard, and I would set like one at the top of a window.
Oh
right? And then it like right up here, like at the curtain rod, and then he'd be on the floor, and I'd make him drop an elbow from
Okay.
like, which in
Hell yeah.
in real life you wouldn't live that.
Yeah, both parties would probably die.
I was the elbow drop champion.
The goddamn elbow drop
I
champion.
want to see that.
Yeah.
The elbow drop champion. Anyway, what would you do? Would you kiss?
Yeah. Kisses only. I mean, for a while, like, okay, so I would bring like Legos around all over the place, and I would play with those and imagine stuff with that. But like, I have vivid memories of being in like second grade, and I would imagine like, I mean, I did like really weird.
I remember.
So I'm trying to think. So for a little bit, I had like an imaginary friend that was a squirrel, like, and he was a secret agent.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was he like
right on?
What was his name?
Agent GX, of course.
GX.
Yeah, nothing cooler than a G and an X.
What was G?
It was 2000. Don't worry about it, baby. It was
not the year
2007, 2006.
Yeah. GX, where did that come from, though?
I'm sure that I saw those in the title of a movie or something, and I was like, that's so cool.
Wasn't there a Yu-Gi-Oh show called Yu-Gi-Oh GX?
Yeah, I bet that's where I got it from.
1,000%.
I don't think I ever watched that show, but I'm telling you, it had to be something like that. I just saw it, and I was like, oh, that's the coolest shit.
You probably saw an episode on
and I was like, that makes me think of squirrels.
When I see that man with the most insane hair I've ever seen in my whole life, the yellow, pink, brown hair that was spiky, I think of squirrels.
Squirrelsonly.com.
No squirrels allowed.
No squirrels allowed. The dating app. But then I also, like, for a while, like, I did stuff like this for a while, not this specifically, but I would imagine that I had, like, ice powers, right?
Yeah,
and then I would make stuff with ice and, like, move that around with my mind, and so I'd, like, make, like, crazy race cars with ice and, like, zoom them around the classroom in my head, because I'm a weirdo. Oh, and airplanes, of course. Mm-hmm. I would like imaginary fly remote control airplanes all over the place.
That's cool.
And that kept me occupied, especially like in the library in our school. The ceiling was high, and so I had a lot of fun with that in my head.
Yeah. I vividly remember in second grade. We weren't in the same second grade class.
No,
I had Miss Stewart. You had.
I don't think we had a class together until middle school.
No, that can't be true. That's not true at all.
It's got to be.
No. Fourth grade.
What did we have? We both had Miss D. Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't remember.
First grade.
We didn't hang out then.
First grade. Miss Powell.
Miss Powell. We both had her too.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
So get out of here with your
we
crap.
weren't friends.
I was in Mr. Cross's class with you sometimes when.
Oh yeah,
math
because we had like the weird math switcheroo.
I wanted to talk about this though. I specifically remember one day in second grade, we weren't in the same class. I had Miss Stewart, you had Mr. Robertson.
Yeah. And
one day we went over to Mr. Robertson's class, and in that class was also my friend Sam, who I was friends with from the YMCA.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, Daylen, are you ready to join?" And I said, "What did you say?" I'm too young to join a cult.
Yeah.
And he said, "Me, Ryan, and Tim are starting an a cappella group."
Yep.
And I said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, take 5 seconds and guess who came up with that idea.
I'm going to take 6, if you don't mind.
All right.
It was you. I needed a little.
Oh, yeah, it was me.
I didn't need 6 seconds.
Yeah, it was me. Definitely.
It was, and I was like, I have no idea what that is, but I'll do it. And then I found out that it had no instruments, and I was like, this is the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life. And we were on the ground, and you were writing on a piece of paper.
Yep.
On the
I still
tile
have
floor.
that somewhere.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's at my parents' house somewhere.
You gotta bring it.
I gotta find that.
You gotta bring it next episode.
Because it's literally like it's got lyrics for a song. We wrote like a song, like we didn't write like a melody for it. I think we just like had like somebody. Oh, it was so weird.
I just remember,
but like we drew like a picture for the band because we were like the Hawks or some shit like that. Because there's nothing cooler than a hawk, and then on the back it was like the lyrics to our band. We had like a theme song for the band, which is stupid. What is that?
It's like a TV show. That's so funny though. I just remember that I had to leave the band because I had differences.
Creative differences.
I had creative differences that I didn't like where it was going.
Oh, man.
And it starts with a cappella. I thought that shit was boring. And you only described it to me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
You were
what
like,
that,
I'm not into that.
I was like, only singing. What the fuck is that?
See, there are two reasons that I picked acapella for that, and I remember this. I'm not just saying this and not going to tell you because I forgot. I remember it.
Oh, good. Good, please.
So at the time, the Sing-Off was a show on TV.
What's that?
And it was a bunch of like college a cappella groups competing, and Ben Folds was a judge.
Okay,
And,
I know. I remember.
yeah.
I've seen
And my
clips from that.
parents watched that a lot, and I was into it, and that's one of the reasons. The other reason was that I was like, well, I don't know how to play any instruments well enough to do anything with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is perfect. You don't need them.
Smart kid.
But yeah, obviously we never did anything.
We also didn't know
that
how
was
to
the
sing.
only day. Yeah.
Was that the only day that was going to happen?
I think so. I to be generous, maybe it was a week that existed. Maybe. But that reminded me of something else silly I did that I love now that I'm thinking back on it. I was like, I'm going to start a business. and the business didn't have a name, and there was nothing that like...
It didn't have a name?
It didn't have a name, and it didn't have a thing that it was for. It was just the business, and I would hire and fire people.
I remember that. That's so...
Man, I thought that was the funniest shit. Just be like, I carried around a pin, and I would like dress up a little. I wore like a button-down shirt, and I'd be like, "You're fired." Okay, you're hired.
That's so next level.
I just went around doing that for like, I probably did that for a month.
That's so next level for an elementary school kid. How old were you?
That was probably third grade.
Wow. Man, we would have gotten along if your parents had liked me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally, I think the only reason we didn't end up being friends in elementary school was because my parents were like, stay away from him.
And you remember why they didn't like me, right?
Yeah.
Because we were at Boy Scouts.
Boys camp. And I was singing Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, and not good at all. Like, I didn't know the lyrics. I just liked the part where he said, but. Yeah.
And your dad was like,
he was not into
he's
that.
a bad man.
For years I didn't say but, because my dad was like, don't say that word.
So that is weird.
I know. Yeah,
that is
looking
so
back
weird.
And the thing was too, like, my mom didn't have a problem with the word, obviously, because why would you? And so she would say it, but then like if I said it, it was like, no, you're in trouble.
What were you supposed to say?
I guess bottom, I think, was what he used.
Bottom is so vague.
I know.
We don't know what the bottom of anything. There's a bottom of a lot of things.
Well, it's your bottom.
You should have been like, hey, Dad, ass.
Oh, man. But yeah, so like literally I had to force myself to say it like for a bit just to get myself into like being able to say
Get yourself
butt.
into butts.
And still, like, I still don't say it much. I say ass way more now. Like, I use ass like almost exclusively because in my head there's still that weird like distinction with it, because like my dad never specifically told me not to say any of the curse words. It was just like those weren't allowed.
You just knew.
And so I didn't hear them until I was older.
Until
Like,
you
I
started
didn't
hanging out with me.
I didn't hear curse words probably until like middle school.
Yeah.
And so,
You didn't hear curse words?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the people I hung around with just didn't.
Yeah.
I guess they knew that I wouldn't be down for that.
Yeah,
probably.
that's probably fair.
Because I was just so uptight because of my dad.
Yeah. I would say curse words I remember saying curse words in elementary school and not having any idea what they meant or anything.
Like
I just wanted to be cool.
I think the most I ever heard was damn. And then I was like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to say that. And then like also I didn't know that oh my God was a problem. And then I said that once. I like because my parents are uber Christian, and they're like, if you say oh my God, you're taking God's name in vain, and that's a sin. Which I've talked to some scholars, like Bible scholar people. Not I didn't like seek them out.
I've talked to some scholars up in Harvard.
I didn't like seek them out or anything. Just people I know, and they're like, yeah, that's not what that means. So so they don't have a, like, I feel like most Christians don't have a problem with that. But anyway, they do. And so, like, I crashed, like, my remote control truck into a wall once, and I was like, oh my God. And my
blew a hole in the wall.
My grandpa was like, where did you hear that?
In
Who
church?
said that? And
in
I'm like,
church?
I don't know. I don't know where I heard that. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you said it at one point.
And so, like, I got, like, they didn't, like, get real mad at me or anything. They were just like, you can't say that. Don't ever say that.
We're learning a lot about Tim this episode.
And then, like, oh man, and then for years, like, still to this day, when I bring people around my family and they say, oh my God, my dad will make a face and you can see
That's what I was about to get to. I remember one time I said it, and then you took me to the side. You're like, hey, try not to say it in front of my parents. They're gonna. And I was like,
and
shit.
I feel bad because I've done that with other people too. I feel bad for doing it. It's just like, I'm so tired of, like, having my dad say stuff about it later, because he'll come up to me and be like, yeah, they just kept saying that, and if you could talk to him. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll talk to him, but, like, you really need to get over this.
Boy.
If he weren't my dad, if I didn't have, like, this, if I didn't have daddy issues, maybe I would confront him about this.
What happens if he listens?
I don't know, man.
We'll find out next episode.
Yep.
When I show it to him, I say, look at what you did. Look at what you did.
See, that's the thing. Like, I haven't mentioned, other than when I was getting this equipment, I haven't mentioned that I'm doing a podcast with you other than that. And I've thought about it. I thought about maybe saying, like, because another friend of mine is wanting to maybe start a podcast that's, like, about music and stuff, and I feel like that might be more, like, family friendly. So maybe I'll let my parents know about that one. But, like, if they heard it, I think I'd honestly be, if they heard this one, I'd honestly be relieved, because then I'd just be like, well, obviously, like, you get it now. You get, like, me better. Because I'm not gonna, like, go out and confront them and be like, hey, by the way, fuck, shit, damn. Because why would I do that?
Please fuck the shit in my dam.
But I feel like they still have this image of me that's like, he would never say any of this stuff and whatever. And it's like, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
What am I, your therapist?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I mean, you're on the futon. And I should lay down on the futon, and then we can keep this conversation going.
We should lay on it together and then think about what we've done.
We should lay down together.
I don't want to do that.
Let me. Whoa.
I had more I wanted to talk about being that's fine. I'll save it for another time.
Well, I was going to jump back to, like, imagination stuff and just say a thing that I've noticed about myself, which is that I feel like I used to be a lot more imaginative. And I think that's true of a lot of people. They like, have a stronger imagination when they're a child, and then, like, life happens and they
then
stop.
You get kicked in the balls by money.
But, like, I feel like I came up with more ideas, and I want to kind of get back to that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I want to get back to that point where I just have a bunch of ideas. You know?
Guess what? Guess what we're doing right now?
Idea time.
Here we go. Let's spitball.
What's your first idea?
Have a sausage in your mouth.
Okay. All right. I like where this is going. Second idea. Here, I've got it. I'll take the second idea.
I had more, but that's fine.
I'd like a hose that's faster than I am. All right, your turn.
Our kid cells just left the room. If they were in the room, they left the room. They were
like, why?
They went to do something more fun.
What? What are you guys talking about?
Like peeing in a pool. Do you ever pee in a pool?
No, I've never peed in a pool.
I can't say the same for me.
That's fair.
I knew I shouldn't. I knew ahead. I was a smart kid, believe it or not, and I knew I shouldn't pee in the pool. But I was like, what if I did? And then I did.
I honestly, obviously, I don't think that's the best thing to do, but I don't think that matters much. Probably
it does when you're swimming in it with your mouth open.
I mean, that's what the chlorine's for. Pee is already sterile, and then the chlorine just kills everything. So
if I pee in a bottle of chlorine, I can drink it.
Hopefully.
We're going to try it.
I mean, you could technically just drink your pee anyway. It's not good for you, but It's not good for you in the fact that it like won't offer your body because it's already like the waste of it, so you're like not getting anything new out of it.
If I drink my pee on the next episode, do you think we'd get more listens?
We'll
be right back.
Have you ever wanted to go to a place?
Commercial's over.
Well, here's the
Never mind, it's still going.
Here's the product for you. Random raisins. They're raisins, but they're not what you'd expect. Oh, are they weird shapes? Are they different colors? You have to buy them because they're random.
Random raisins.
Random raisins.
Put them in your mouth and eat them.
12 in your hand.
That's the end of the commercial. Like after the
that's their slogan.
The slogan is after. It's I don't even remember. It doesn't
Random raisins. 12 in your hand.
Well, I said put them in your mouth and eat them.
Oh,
and then you said that.
Yeah.
So there's two slogans.
Yeah, there's enough.
When I was a kid, I made a comic book called Chili Dog.
Oh, hell yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
I did. I had a comic book and I came up with him, and his powers were very vague, but
as they should be.
He had like the power to like puke chili.
Yeah.
And he would like puke it at his enemies, and they'd like go like, "Oh, I'm covered in chili. You beat me." It was like kind of funny, the idea of it. And then I didn't make a lot of comics. I would just make the covers of them.
Right. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And they'd be like, they would always be like alliterative in the villain names. Like,
oh yeah,
there was like a paranoid pig who was the villain in one.
That's pretty good.
And his sidekick, a jumping bean. It was a little bean that could jump real high.
I mean, like, those are silly, but like they're not bad.
I don't think so.
They're
I think
not bad at all.
I think it'd be a great kids show.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a creative man, and that's why I have a podcast now, for you to hear my shit garbage that comes out of my throat.
I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with, I had a lot more...
You're going to preface with a preface.
Yeah. This is the preface to the preface. The
preface.
Pre-preface.
The prepper preface.
But like, okay, so I had a lot of ideas when I was a kid. They weren't good,
3.
mostly. They were mostly bad. All right, idea 1. Sell little cards that are just Post-it notes that you drew people's faces on with their names in bubble letters. Idea 2.
God, that's the most Tim thing I've ever heard in my life. I remember that shit.
I sold those for...
You sold them?
I sold them, but like for the school money. Because we had school money that...
Buccaneer bucks.
Yeah, Buccaneer bucks.
Buccaneer bucks.
And then we went to middle school, and the middle school was like, we should do something like that. So they made Pirate Treasure, which is the stupidest shit. Eventually they changed it to doubloons, which is better.
That was at high school, right?
Oh yeah, you're probably right. What?
Doubloons were in high school.
I know they were, weren't they?
Because we would gamble with them.
Yeah. But like, so Buccaneer bucks, I would have, it was like, I had rates. So it was like, if you get a small one, it's like 3. And if you get a big one, it's like 5. Mm-hmm. And I had like, I made like 300 Buccaneer bucks off that.
That's pretty hot.
So it worked, I guess. They were bad. I have the sign that I made. I made a sign that I would set up at my desk. So when we had free time, I would put the sign out, and then people would come over. And I looked at the sign. I don't know if you were supposed to do that
with Buccaneer bucks.
I'm sure that you weren't, but Mr. Cross wasn't going to say anything. He didn't care.
He was like, "This is the best idea. I should have done this."
Look at the little entrepreneur.
Look at where I am right now. Why am I not selling?
He has an actual business now.
What is it?
Oh, no, me. I have an.
Oh, sorry.
I had an actual business.
You have an actual business now.
I had a business that was just called The Business, and I would hire and fire people. But this one didn't have a name either. But I actually sold stuff. So, and then idea number 3 was "Follow the Folks," which was a song. Because, well, okay, so the idea was let's have a song contest, and it was between me and Kyle. And
you know who you are.
I wrote a song. And Kyle did not.
So you won.
I did win. Yeah.
What did you win?
Nothing. Bragging rights, I guess.
That's
great contest.
That might have been the worst contest I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Okay, but idea. So I had a lot of ideas, but a lot of them were bad, was what I was gonna say.
Okay.
So I would like to have that quantity of ideas now, but them be better because I'm older. That's what I want.
Yeah, that'll definitely make them better.
Yeah.
Not the fact that you're
Stupid. So but you had a comic book. I had a comic book too, and it was. I think I actually made one, and that was it.
You would have.
But it wasn't like it had like panels. It was like each page was like a kid's book.
I know
how
what
it's
you're
like
talking about.
each page is like an image, and so it was the Red Missile, and
What the fuck?
yeah. So it was this guy. He had a jetpack, with like. I don't know. He had like literally red missiles on the wings of the jet. It was like a Buzz Lightyear type jetpack, so it had like the wings coming out the sides. But at the tip of the wings, there were like missiles, and that was like the whole thing, basically. So he was just that.
That's cool.
And so I did that. I like had like a very generic one where there was like a guy robbing a bank, stealing the diamonds or some shit. I don't know. And so the Red Missile went and stopped him, and that was the whole thing. But then I vividly remember my uncle being like trying to help me, and he drew like a in hindsight it's pretty cool, but when I was a kid I was like, oh, that looks so dumb, because he made it. So he made it. He was like, he should be called the Red Rocket for alliteration, and I was like, no, he shouldn't.
He should be called Dog Penis.
When I got older, I was like, nah, that was the worst name you could have picked for that. Also, what's wrong with the Red Missile? Get out of here, Uncle.
That's funny. Chili Dog had a superpower called the Red Rocket.
Oh no, that's his best power.
It's his most impressive power.
It is, yeah.
It always catches everyone off guard.
Yeah, you're not expecting it.
I don't know what.
I forgot. I forgot this was on percussion.
Keep going.
All right.
Sorry, my phone gave me a text. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, but if it was in a band room of a high school. What's that up on the wall there? Is it a sheet music? What's going on anymore? I'm very confused. This is the Twilight Zone in the band room. All these instruments look like blood. I'm an alien.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much for joining us for the Twilight Zone.
My name is Rom Spurley.
Rom-com.
That's his full name's Rom-com Spurley.
Nice. That's a good name. Best name. Oh, I did have. Oh no.
What happened?
I got scared.
You got scared. I didn't mean to scare you.
I did. Oh. Okay. Hold on. So I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Because I wrote this down.
Is it about my childhood?
And it was just
Are we moving on?
We had talked about writing stuff down just to talk about it like on the podcast.
That's
if
smart.
we had time.
That's smart.
And I wrote down one thing.
I meant to write down one thing and then I forgot it.
Here's my only thing, and it's, what's your favorite way to be told a story? And then in parentheses, movie, book, play, etc.
Through tickling.
Oh, that's hot.
I want someone to tickle me a story. by Dr. Seuss.
That's a weird way to do that.
Best way to be told a story?
The way you like the most. Like, what's your favorite, personally, way to experience a story?
When someone's telling me a story that happened to him.
Just like verbally?
Yeah, verbally.
Okay.
Someone reading from a book.
Okay.
Or someone doing that. That's probably my favorite way.
I dig that.
Just off the cuff, like we were just doing. That's probably my favorite. I'd rather do what we just did than watch a movie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Through animals fucking too. That's a way to see a story.
Yeah.
There's a whole. There's a beginning, middle, and end.
Well, both of your answers are so nice, and I love them.
And there's a climax.
And so it makes
there's a part where they come.
Yeah. Best answer.
There's a part where the animals come when they have sex.
Best story.
And cut. And action.
All right, and now we're about to start the real podcast.
That was the pre-show.
Oh, man.
What if we made that the pre-show and then the real episode was like
49 minutes in. Like, all right, pre-show's over.
Man, let's go for it, buddy.
So my favorite, and I feel worse because yours is like so like genuine and nice.
You can not.
I like a video game as a story delivery method because it's like you get to be a part of it, but it's like it also can be like beautifully cinematic.
That's 1,000% number 2.
Yeah. I'm a very visual person, so it was going to be like a visual thing for me for sure. But like I've thought about it for like recently, I've thought about it a lot. And like I love watching movies. I love TV shows and movies. There's so much you can do with that. But my favorite thing is a video game with that because it's just like, I don't know. There's something about being able to like interact with it and like it's just so much fun for me.
I would rather play video games than watch a movie or watch anything.
Yeah, for sure.
For 100%, because it's great. But yeah, I would have to go just because I would have to go a little bit. Just someone talking to me and telling me a story,
and that's fair. That's
an intimate setting. But you can also get a bad version of that. Like you get a bad version of games and movies and stuff. You can get someone who doesn't tell stories well.
Yeah.
Who? Daylen?
Me? I hadn't thought about it like that when you were...
Excuse me.
When you were saying it, I hadn't really thought about like that version of that. And so like that changes my perspective a little bit because I do so value like human connection. So that's like a really
what I would
good
put
thing
in that also? I'd put stand up in that as well.
Oh yeah, man.
Because that's where because like a good story that's definitely the best way when you're including little jokies in there too.
Yeah.
Obviously I prefer like more intimate
that's fair
interaction between people, but if I'm going to see a performance of something, I'd rather see a
stand up, sit down.
Stop, please.
Fight.
Please stop talking. I'm scared. Please, I'm so scared right now.
If MT Bucket were alive, he's dead now.
He's not alive. His head almost like spun like all the way around.
Oh wow.
I stopped it.
Nice.
I made sure it was 180 degrees.
So if you like slapped him, his head would just go wee 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 wee.
No, it wouldn't.
That's sad. That's
lied.
disappointing.
I thought I did, but I'm not that strong. You could play the Rugrats theme like everyone did in fucking high school. Me included. Did you ever watch Rugrats?
No, I've never seen Rugrats.
I loved Rugrats growing up, and it does have to do with... That was the first time I ever saw a Jewish, like, Hanukkah special.
Really?
Yeah, I think they have a Hanukkah special. I know they're Jewish.
That sounds like it's something that show would do from what I've heard about it.
And I thought it was real cool. I was like, oh,
that is cool.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's nice when shows do that and do it like... I don't know how well they did it, but I'm assuming it was good. All right.
And now welcome back to my new podcast. It's called Wompins Dumpin'
Stompin' the Grip.
I didn't spend enough time talking about your topic, but I liked it.
That's all right.
I think another good way to tell a story is through porn.
Porn is the best way to tell a story because there are no lies when people are naked.
Back when soon after they invented clothes, they invented lies.
Yeah, it was like clothes, and then about a day later, lies.
That's when he started lying to me.
Jonathan Clothes was...
Jonathan Piano Clothes.
And his brother, Bradley Lies. Yeah, they have different last names.
Bradley Lies.
It was a different time.
Have you ever done the Macarena in front of a crowd of thousands?
Not in thousands.
When was the last time you did the Macarena?
Probably like middle school.
Like to the song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, to the song. Maybe like without the song, I'd say probably high school.
I just remembered a thing I used to do at a school dance. This is a core memory of mine.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of what we've been talking about.
Chorus
Just
memories.
Chorus of memories.
That's all the podcast. That's what we're gonna change the podcast name here now.
Chorus memory.
Yes.
The Legend of Korra.
Go on.
That's a nerd joke.
That's a joke that nerds the candy
I just
tell.
fell in a bucket of lava.
Oh no.
Just a bucket though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The bucket's not empty
I did
anymore.
this. Do you remember the walls we had at elementary school? The walls in the cafeteria that would.
Oh yeah, like the half walls.
Yeah, they would like divide between the place where we'd eat and then like the hallway, basically.
Yeah.
To where we'd walk.
There was also, I think there was one right next to like the lunch line itself too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one specifically, I remember one time. Oh my god, I'm thinking. So silly I was, dumb I was as a kid. I wanted to feel cool. I had this shirt, right? This long sleeve, orange, and like white sleeved shirt that had an eagle on it. And it also was one of those shirts that had the fucking hoods for some reason that kids would have. And I would like throw it on. And then like this would be at school dances where everyone's doing, I'd like gather. Oh God, it's so cringy thinking about right now, but I'm telling it. I would gather people. I'd be like, check this out. And I'd put the hood on. I'd run by the wall and I would have it off. And that's it. That's it. And I'd be like my like dance move. Uh-huh.
That's hot.
And then there were like people who looked at me.
Did that catch on?
No. No one else had a hood.
Yeah.
Also,
That's the only reason it didn't catch on, actually.
why would
That's really interesting.
I just remember it so vividly, and I wanted people. I thought like I would emerge and people would like clap, like it was some kind of fucking magic trick.
Yeah.
But it's.
I mean, it was kind of magical, I'm sure.
No, it's not. They see me put on a hood, walk behind a wall, walk back, and it's
Hood off. Yeah. I mean,
at a school dance. Why was I doing that?
but
Who
see,
was
there's
I?
a context where I would enjoy that a lot. You throw that into a show where you just have your hood on and then cut to a shot where you don't, and then you cut back and you have it on.
And really,
And you're like, and then in the next shot, you're like, how did you like my dance?
and truthfully, Tim, I think that's why we're friends. Is because you would enjoy that.
I would have enjoyed that then too.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know if we're good for each other or not.
we should kill Samantha.
Who that?
You know,
Yeah.
Samantha.
The Samantha.
When you think of Samantha, who do you think of? This is someone we know. If it's someone we know, we don't have to say.
There was someone I went to church with named Samantha, so probably her.
Well, we're gonna kill her.
I don't think she deserves that.
You know who deserves death? Empty bucket.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He does deserve
No,
death.
I don't have anyone I could say that deserves that.
Yeah, I'm too scared. I'm too scared all the time.
What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh wow, that's tough.
Yeah. I just brought it up. Can you believe it?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No. Well, you can
I
try.
don't believe it anymore.
I'll try and take it back.
What's the scary? Do you know yours?
No, absolutely not.
Oh no. Because I want to talk about that. That's interesting. I'm just like scared it's just going to be like me sitting here like, for a while.
I can't think of anything like recently. I mean, there's like real stuff.
Yeah. Oh, like life stuff.
Yeah, well,
Like-
I also thought I was going to die because I had that, like,
Yeah.
I got an infection when I had that.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But, like, I didn't think I was really, I mean, there was a little scare, but, like, I didn't really think I was going to die. I was like, I could if, things went wrong, but they didn't, so it was fine.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever thought that I was genuinely like gonna die. There have been times in my life where I've thought, that might be something that I'm gonna die from, but it's never been like that's gonna, that might happen. No.
Let's change that.
Points his hand at me.
It's my repulsor.
Hand time.
Was that what they were called? Repulsors?
Yes.
I'm so cool.
And MT is gonna die.
He can't feel it. He's bone.
He's bone.
What's your favorite?
You ever been punched in the bone? You get a bone bruise.
You get a bone punch. Bone punch is my wrestling name.
That's a good wrestling name. Bone punch is ready.
Oh yeah. Today we're gonna bone punch Elizabeth.
Today is Bone Punch's birthday.
The cream of the crop.
The cream of the punch.
That's my finisher. Turns you into whipped cream.
Yeah, creaming is
It's
my
just
finisher.
an elbow drop from the top. And it's called cream punch.
Cream punch. That's also what they serve at middle school dances.
Cream punch. That's 100% what they sell at dances. Man, I don't know what to do when we get these lulls like this.
Don't worry about the lulls.
I know you're not supposed to talk about it, but it's genuine. Hey.
Hey guys out there, we have a lull. We're like a wave that hasn't come back in yet.
It's like it's our first time having a...
What's that in your hand?
This is my last thing I'll ever read. With gratitude. What do you think the last sound you're going to make before you die will sound like?
I don't know.
That one.
That'd be good.
It's like questioning. Like,
If I had a choice, if I got to choose, I would want it to be whoa.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like you're about to die.
Whoa, and then I just keel over.
Or
And
like,
that's it.
huh?
Yeah.
And then you die. I think mine's gonna be like. Maybe this one will probably be good. Like,
I really want mine to be.
it comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, I just open my mouth and you hear. All right.
Bone punch is happy.
Happy punch.
Happy punchers.
Happy Christmas.
What was your favorite like commercial? Do you remember a lot of commercials as a kid? Do you remember Floam?
No, I don't remember Floam.
It was that like how the fuck would you explain it? It was stuff that you could put. It was like multicolored, mostly green and pink is what I remember.
Okay.
And it was like little.
I remember
styrofoam-y
the name Floam.
kind of, I don't know how to. It was like clay that you could put onto things and it would like mold into them.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're
But it
talking
wasn't
about.
clay.
Yeah. I know
it
what
was
you're
like-
talking about. It almost looked like,
But like-
fondant when it was like dry or done.
It would dry up and it would stay, and then you could also like take it off and then put it back in before it dried.
Yeah.
And you could use it again for something else. And I remember really liking that as a kid.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with commercials, but they had commercials for it all the time.
Trying to think, because there have been some commercials that I was a big fan of over my childhood, but I can't.
Planes, and planes. You remember that one?
No.
You don't remember the fucking one? Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Do it,
I might have
baby.
to cut out a slight part just because
That's not gonna happen.
Too much. Well, then I'll just show you after the show. Then I can't show you
No,
now.
you can show me. I can cut stuff out. It's okay.
One about a boy's house.
I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm not gonna cut it out.
Yeah, it was planes, and more planes.
Planes,
Lots and
less
lots of jets and planes. You
Lots and
remember
lots
that?
and lots and lots. No, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that even a little bit.
Shit, I don't have a dongle for me to plug in.
You can just hold it up to the mic.
Okay. But
Enjoy 25%.
oh motherfucking ads, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah,
YouTube ads.
those goddamn ads before the commercial.
Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna hold it up to the mic, and you can see it from here, right?
Yeah.
Edit point. So this is a. You just don't edit it at all.
I'm not.
Great. So this is it right here.
Here they come, screaming across the sky. It's lots and lots of jets and planes. The greatest collection of
That's
aviation
amazing.
DVDs we've ever offered. And for this special special TV offer. You can get 2 DVDs for
That's
the price
amazing.
of 1.
No,
Don't
I've
you
never
see
seen
big
that
plates?
because I would have been so into that.
It was just fucking like,
Jets and planes
That's
and
all it
planes and
was.
planes and planes.
what's all about the fucking plane?
There's
Planes
jets and
planes.
planes and planes and jets and planes.
There's so many planes.
That's a weird thing already because it's like, yeah, I mean,
It was just
people are
DVDs.
into that, into jets and planes, but like that's like a weird niche thing,
Right.
But imagine it being like even more like napkins. Here's every type of napkin.
You can have this napkin. My napkin. Don't take my napkin.
Here's the best examples of napkins in movies. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tom Cruise used a napkin once in Top Guy.
What the fuck is Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise once used a napkin in Mission High.
I remember Mission High.
Oh yeah, favorite movie, right, Guy?
I shit my pants, Mom.
Oh God. Oh.
Mom, what's happening to the guy on the screen?
And napkins.
What your napkins now?
Napkins are not responsible for your child's death.
This show's going off the rails
This
now.
show. Yeah. Oh, but that reminded me, my favorite shit with YouTube is if you're trying to look up a commercial because there's an ad on it almost every time. So you get to watch an ad before you watch your commercial.
When do you ever look up? Right there.
We've looked up commercials a lot. Yeah, when it's like, oh, remember this stupid commercial, or like I saw a really dumb one today, or like,
I see.
There have been funny ones that we've tried to show each other, and we never do
That's
a good
fair.
job. Never good at it.
There's this one fucking YouTube commercial that's going on right now that they play the most fucking annoying songs behind it on purpose so they get you to remember.
Yeah.
It's like this, I don't know what the website is, but there's a song that's going on. It's like, there's a party in my tummy.
Oh yeah,
You know that
I
one?
know the one. Yeah,
It has nothing to do with eating anything.
yeah.
I'm like,
What's
the fuck?
going on with that?
There's a party in my tummy.
See, I wanna talk to all the advertisers out there and tell them I get the whole like if it sticks in your head that's good, but like there's a point where that doesn't matter because
No.
sometimes with commercials like that you get the song or whatever in your head, but you can't remember what it's even advertising. So it doesn't matter.
I don't remember what they were advertising.
There's a sign. There's like a billboard, and like, I think the billboard's funny a little bit, but not on purpose because it's for a couple lawyers, and it says, "Name a better duo. We'll wait." And I'm like, I can name 1,000 better duos. It won't be hard, and I think that's funny because that's just such a stupid thing to write on it.
I can think of 3.
But
Here we go.
here's the thing though. I don't remember the name of those lawyers. So it doesn't even matter.
When you first said it, I thought for a second it was Will and Wait. was their names.
Now that would be funny.
Yeah.
That would be good.
But here, let me name
Name a bunch of duos.
Here we go. Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah.
The Bear and the Deer from Open Season.
Right.
Spider-Man and Kimmy Parker.
Kill No Evil.
Bruce Campbell and his guns.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Clint Eastwood and his facial expressions.
Ted Nugent and his books.
Batman and Robin.
Johnny and Pickles.
Snoopy and Woodstock.
Drama Queen and Brahma Bulls.
Jeff Bezos and his ties.
Mankind.
Does he wear ties? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Man and Kindness.
Yeah, man and kindness. Dogs and dogs.
Tongues and teeth.
Mouth and mouth noise.
I gotta end the bit. It's gonna end like this.
Every bit's ended like that today. So
Yeah,
it's all
I
right.
know. I'm doing better. My phone's ringing.
You're going to answer that.
I tried. Hi, Mom.
Welcome back.
That wasn't my mom. That was me. I just died.
Oh, okay. I was scared that your mom was gone.
Where are we at right now? What do you want to do?
Oh, we're at an hour and 9 minutes, so we can wrap it up if you want.
Do you want to do our closing segment?
Yeah, we can do our closing segment
that we planned before
Yeah,
this.
our planned closing segment.
All right. Well, you start.
Howdy. It's time for the closing.
I'm gonna close my doors. Only got 20 doors.
And it's
Wow, they're really good at their
they're
release.
so good, man.
They all release at the same time.
Yeah, I've had groups in here and they've been like,
Oh, that was bad. That was bad, yeah.
one of them didn't even come in until it was over.
He was way late.
Uh-oh.
So, if you like this episode or any of our other episodes, you could check us out on everything that we're on.
Yeah, check us out on the things that we're on. Check us out when you feel like in
What are
the
those
time and the
things?
place.
Oh, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Chronic None. Oh, shit. What is
What
it?
is our Instagram? Yeah, I think it's Cronsense.
Planes that fly real low.
Yeah, check us out.
fly real low.
Planes that fly lower than you can imagine.
I wanted to see the DVD Boats, and More Planes.
Boats, and planes are back. So, yeah, check us out. Check us out where you can find us, wherever you can imagine to find us.
At Chronic Nonsense Pod on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah, Chronic Nonsense Pod on Instagram.
Someday I'll
and
remember that.
Cronsense on Twitter.
Cronsense on Twitter,
But
which
we don't have anything on Twitter.
I have never touched, but
Yeah,
I
don't
might,
worry about that.
I might someday, so you should still follow it.
Yeah, consider it. And always feel free to email us at chronicnonsensepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, we might give you a little readout on the. We might give you a shout out on the goddamn Slapcast.
Yeah, it'd probably help us out.
I might slap you silly on my goddamn podcast for your hard work.
And if you want to email us and tell us, hey, we hate you, you can.
I'll read it on the pod. I don't care.
I'll read it. And if you want to email
Never
us
mind,
and
you'll
say we'll read it. And if you want to email us and say there's a letter opener in my pocket, you can do that too.
Or are you just happy to see me?
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. It's been a beautiful time. It seems that Daylen's fallen asleep, and I'm just really glad that you all were able to make it out today. I hope that you can join us for our next episode. Bye now.
Oh, goodbye.